We need to have an understanding of the beauty of music and how it can affect your life. And you only can do that. And it's important that we do that with our young people. It will make them better citizens. And we need that so badly. And to the extent that's possible, I think that the music that you will teach us through the symphony can make a significant difference in the lives of so many young people in the community.
One day we actually went to Bill and Madge and we talked to them about the possibility of a different naming opportunity. And we thought, because of their passion for education, they might be interested in having their name somewhere on the education wing so that we could acknowledge the support that they'd been giving over the years. And in fact, we asked them for some additional support. And it was interesting because at the time, they said, we really aren't interested in recognition. We're not interested in having our name on a wall. But they said, there is something we are interested in.
When we talk about the program that Bill and I have made possible with the DSO, I think that what I learned was that young people, especially people at risk, need the arts. They need them desperately.
And that was when the seed of the idea of using technology to reach young people began to grow, which was the creation of our classroom edition, which is now famously reaching tens of thousands of kids, maybe 50, 60, 70,000 kids at a time, and ultimately will be hundreds of thousands of views of young people watching.
It integrates music in their everyday life. It's not just once in a blue moon that they'll go see the orchestra, or maybe one time in their life, or maybe not at all. It really introduces them and makes it part of their childhood and growing up and learning process. A few musicians from the orchestra went to Managua, Nicaragua. Before we went, they streamed our concerts just to kind of get to know the people that were coming down and the orchestra that we were a part of. And when we played there, we played next to them and performed with them. And then when we left, they continued to tune in and watch some of our concerts, which I think is really remarkable because it reached the far ends of the earth and has touched lives and kids' lives from very far away.
It's just been one of the great success stories of marrying a mission around accessibility and reach into all communities. We want music to be enjoyed by all, and this is also the idea of a targeted, intentional program for a specific audience, in this case, the youth of our city. As it happens, the youth of the world can also watch, thanks to Bill and Madge.
45,000, Bill.
It's an amazing number. Just hard to think that we've touched the lives musically. And look at if you touch somebody's life when they're this age, what will they be like when they're able to go to symphonies and live a more cultural life? Look at the benefits they can bring to our community.
It's impossible to measure the contributions made by the Bermans to not only the DSO, but the entire Detroit community. They have been part of the fabric of this society, both as patrons of the arts, patrons of education, and in particular, patrons here at the DSO. We're grateful in so many ways, but mostly we're grateful to have had the pleasure of knowing these remarkable people. When we opened the Berman Hall, it wasn't the DSO who played. It was the members of the civic ensembles. And what a treat for these young people to debut a new hall in the presence of the people who made it possible. Bill and Madge, you are part of my heart and a part of all of our legacies.